Over the next 6 months, these 7 entrepreneurs repaid, and our little experiment, we decided at least, had been a success. What did we do next? We called up our friend in Uganda and said, "Do you know any more entrepreneurs that might need a small loan?" He put several more up on the website, their stories, their loan needs, and again, we sent this out throughout our networks to our friends and family. They sent it to their friends and family, and over the first year of this project, this side project, this social experiment, somehow we facilitated about $500,000 in loans. The next year, the total was up to $15 million, the following year, $40 million, and on, and about 10 years in, when I'm talking to you right now, filming this course, Kiva is just around $750 million in loans, $25 at a time, from individuals just like yourself, all over the world. So what I'd like to do now is just talk a little bit about some of the most important lessons I learned as a founder myself launching Kiva. First, I'd recommend trying to articulate clearly the assumptions that you have going into your launch and think very carefully about what you want to prove, what you want to learn. With Kiva, people everywhere were excited to lend $25 at a time for free if it was going to be used to empower another person and improve their lives. But that's one of the big assumptions that we tested at the beginning. Next, I'd recommend designing into your process moments where you can pause, reflect, and iterate. So think about what you've done thus far, what went well, what didn't go so well, and then make changes. At Kiva, we did rounds of loans, a handful of loans at a time in the very, very beginning, and that allowed us a chance to stop, look at what worked, look at what could be improved, make those adjustments, and keep going. Next, don't be afraid to start small. When I look at social ventures that I admire and I see them years after they've begun at scale, reaching thousands or even millions of people, I get intimidated. I remember at the beginning of Kiva feeling a little bit cautious, a little bit embarrassed about our tiny pilot round of loans, 7 people, a few $1,000s, but it was enough to begin. It was enough to start learning. So be confident and don't worry if you feel like you're starting in a very small way. Don't be afraid to hear feedback, all of it. In fact, be especially open to criticism. People's questions or different points of view will actually help your idea get stronger. Take the time to think about your core values and to draft a mission statement. It might feel like a lot to do at the very beginning of your idea, but it can help guide you and help you test who you are and who you're not by referencing those statements as you go along. Be mindful, even from day one, about the kind of culture you're establishing. It starts with you. Be intentional about the kinds of precedents your actions set. Everything you do in the beginning as a founder will inform others' expectations, influence their own patterns of behavior, and help communicate what your values really mean. And remember, every day is its own new beginning. Ask specific people for specific things. It might seem more efficient to just send an email blast to everybody that you know saying, "Hey, check out my new venture, come support me." But you'll get very different results if you think carefully about who might be best to provide, say, the tweet that will spread the word about what you're doing, or a little bit of startup capital, or some time volunteering. Ask them specifically and they'll feel honored and valued, and you'll be much more likely to get the help that you need.